Hello and welcome back to April. So today, this is April styles for the month of April. And I decided for April styles in April, since it was my birth month, that I would do my favorite pattern company. And if you've watched any of my videos, especially in the beginning, you'll know it's Ellie and Mac. And the reason it's Ellie and Mac is because when I finally started sewing for myself, I did make a few big four patterns a few years prior. I think it was 2015. I'll edit if I need to on the date, all the time or whatever. But the garments I made were ill-fitting and I didn't like them. So I believe it was 2019 when I started sewing with the Ellie and Mac patterns, and that's really what kick-started my sewing for myself, which, as a plus-size woman, it's hard to find a lot of clothes, and a lot of stuff before I made myself stuff was basically just like a men's t-shirt that was really big and like men's shorts, because I couldn't fit anything else. And I would occasionally get some jeans, but they were so bad fitting that it was just horrible, and I just had to wear that, and that's what I wore. So, and then I found out, oh, I can make stuff for myself, and I kind of went crazy with the dresses at first. Okay, so this is going to be a long video. I decided to go ahead and share the garments. I should have pictures with them. Hold on, let me show you. Ugh. It's like half of my closet I had to get out. So I should have pictures of me wearing them, and if I do, I'll insert them when I talk about the garment and which pattern. I'll talk about the garment and which pattern it is. Okay, so we'll start with the first thing I made, and I tried to put them all in categories where it's the same pattern or same type of pattern at least. Okay, so this was the first thing that I made, and it's surprising because pink is not my color. I don't like pink, despite that my car has pink seat cushions. That's basically because when my mom died, it just reminds me of my mom. It makes me happy. But anyway, so I made this pink dress, and I made it the maxi length, and I did not like it, and I really hated it. And then I cut it off to my knees, and then I thought, well, it's okay, but it's not my favorite. And and that was the first thing I made. And then I guess about a year later, I had made this one, and y'all might remember it. And my sister Michelle had said, oh, that pattern is your dress, like that is your dress. And I said, that's funny because that's the same one as that pink one that we all agreed didn't look good on me. But I was also like 60 pounds thinner when I made this one than the other one, so I don't know, maybe that had a little something to do with it. But this one does look a lot better, and I think one thing is because it is my color scheme, so that's good. And then let's see. Okay, and then I made some 90s dresses. And I made this one. Okay, and then I made this one. It is the Monday morning dress. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I mean, it's fine. I don't know, maybe the pattern on there just wasn't really my style. I don't know. I just thought it was going to be so pretty. Oh, I'm sweating. Sorry, y'all. It's really hot. It's supposed to be like 95 today. Okay, and then I made a lot of, I found the Autumn Spice shirt, which is one that's color blocked in 3 different sections. And if I can find a picture of me wearing it, I'll insert that. It was the first one I made, and I was still heavier then too, which I'm probably bigger now. Anyways, I actually have that one on my mannequin, and I stuffed her with clothes but that was the first Autumn Spice shirt that I wore, and I decided I liked the way it actually showed a little curves. It was a little bit tight, and I totally did not have the side stripes matched, and that was a goal after that. So then after that I learned how to stripe match. But then I decided I do like that pattern because I like the way it fit my shoulders. So I just taped up the color block section, and I had made this one with the Jack Skeleton and then the stripes on the sleeves and then just black on the back. And it was some special fabric that I ordered. I didn't have enough for a whole shirt, so I thought I'll just be creative and use what I can to wear something that I like. So that was one. And then this one, last year, if you remember, I tie-dyed. It was black, and or it was a white cotton lycra, and I tie-dyed it. And then I didn't have enough. No, I wanted the sleeves black and then the neckband black. So that was what I came up with. I wore the heck out of that last year, and if it fits, I'll be wearing it again because I need more shirts. And then this one was another special fabric, but I wasn't very happy with the fabric, and I think that's one reason I don't really wear it, because when I bought the fabric, it was really faded. I'm a really big Addams Family fan, and this is the Addams Family, but you can see it's really faded. But I color blocked it with the Autumn Spice, and then I did the sleeves black, and then the back was black. I thought I'd try that. I didn't like how it was black on the front and back, or the stripe. I should have just had it all black because I didn't like that. I don't know. I felt like whenever I wore it that I looked pregnant. So that's something to think about. One of my favorite patterns last year was the tea dress from Ellie and Mac. And I can't find my favorite one, which is the animal print one. But if you want to see it, I'll post it in here. And then I made this one. And I had to get creative on this. I didn't realize they were really kind of short. So they're really more of like a tunic length. So that's kind of how I wear them now if I do wear them. And so this one, I didn't have enough fabric to have the back as a solid piece. So I thought I'll just cut, you know, half and half and then add the side seam or the seam in the middle. And so I did that. And one of the pieces is upside down. But you know what? I still love it. I still wear it. I don't care. Nobody notices. Nobody notices a thing like that. And then I made this one, and the only thing I'm not happy with it is it's a very lightweight. It's really beautiful, but it is so lightweight, like you can see through it. It's so thin. But I tell you, it's great to wear in winter and summer for a pajama shirt at night. It is so amazing to wear. And then I'm not sure if this one was the tea dress or the sweetie pie, but I figured I'd throw it in here and then I'll tell you about the sweetie pie dress, which I didn't bring in here, but I just got a picture of it, so I'll post that in a minute. So this was another one, and I use ITY, and it's super thin, and y'all, it feels like you're not wearing anything when you wear ITY in the summer. I tell you, it is really nice. But I like this dress. It's really nice, fun pop of color. Yeah. And then I'll insert the picture here with the sweetie pie dress, and I'm wearing the Urban Legs capri, the jean capris that I made last year before I went to go see my sister Michelle. I don't know if I have a picture of that back then, but I went ahead and had that taken today. I also made the animal print leggings that I was wearing with this shirt today, which is another new pattern. And I'll insert that picture with those animal prints. I had made that to go to my sister's too. And then I also had made I made so many of those urban legs. I don't even know where half of them are, honestly. I made the one with the Nightmare Before Christmas, and they're just pajama pants because I don't wear them out. I think I wore them out once, but that was it. Then this is the Going Home raglan, and I just did black and white striped sleeves, and then gray shirt, and then I put on there Morticia from the Addams Family. I am not good at but I do like that shirt. And then I made this one. I thought this would be fun with the animal print, and something went wrong. I don't know. I think I ended up cutting the boat neck version or something, because look at that neck. It's so wide. But I did the animal print and then the floral on that raglan. I do like it, but it was a little snug when I made it, and I know I don't fit in it right now. And then, oh, this was one that I made. I had got some special fabric too, and I made some pants out of this with the urban legs, and together I kind of felt like it looked like pajamas, so I didn't wear them together. But the shirt was also the Autumn Spice. I just didn't get it in the right category. But it's this Minnie and Daisy, and yeah, it's just a plain black shirt, so I love that. And then last year when I went to my sister Michelle's, I didn't have, well, before I bought a swimsuit, I thought, well, I'll just, you know, bring two in case if, because she has a pool, and then we were going to the beach, and so I made this shirt as like a swim top, but it could definitely be a top as well, like a dressy top. I called it my mermaid top, but it's green, like a slinky shiny, and this one was the Be Breezy top. And with the Be Breezy top, I'm so tall, I not only have to add inches on the torso, but on the skirt part as well. And then, if you remember, I made the Cruella top, and that was with the Be Breezy pattern as well. So I love that pattern. And then I had made this shirt, this dress, for my anniversary one year. Oh, it's kind of wild and kind of crazy, but the top of it was the tress bell, and the bottom of it was the jersey skirt pattern. And okay, where I messed up was the way I wanted it to look. I wanted it to look like a fairy dress, and it does look like a fairy dress, but I put 2 layers of the skirt, so it's so thick. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. It's an animal print and floral. Don't know how well you can see. Let me do the back so you can see the prints. Very colorful. And then the skirt, I ended up doing the 2 skirts, and yeah, I don't know how well that's showing, but yeah. So it's super hot, and it's real heavy to wear. So yeah, there's that. Yes, I have a million more dresses. Okay, I probably should have done my April Styles outfit first, but we'll do it at the end. So then I made, and these are the Be Breezy Dress, which, like I said, I'm so big now, they're more like a tunic, but hey, I can still fit them, you know. This one I got creative with the color blocking. It was the first one I had, one of the first ones I had made, if not the first one. I wasn't good at figuring out yardage, and I did have to cut the back into two, and then I totally saved the front bodice for last. Who does that? And I didn't have enough fabric, so here was my solution. I color blocked it with the rib knit. The skirt is the bottom is the same, and then the sleeve has the rib knit on the bottom. With the belt it looks really cute, but the back I had to put a seam in, and I think it's crooked, but yeah, so I still love it. I think it's totally fun, and I love the way that it actually came out. Okay, and then we got, this is one of my favorite ones, and it's, if you know anything, I love stars and moons, and it's this one right here, and it's just the Breezy, and I know I have a picture of that somewhere. And then this one I made to wear for my son's wedding, and I thought, oh, that'd be really nice and, you know, summery, because he got married in the summer. And I thought, I just put white on the sleeves because I didn't have enough of the floral. And then the last one is, oh, and the stars and moons and the roses and this one are all the same. So it's the Be Breezy on the top, and then the tress bell skirt on the bottom, and I call it the Breezy Bell. So this one I made last year before I went to see my sister, and I went to the beach, and it's my boat dress, and I love it, and it turned out so fantastic. I'll show you a picture, and I wish I was that thin right now, but I'm working on that. So it's, I just color block, well, I didn't color block that part, but the skirt is just real beachy. So I totally love that. Okay, now on to what I made this month for April Styles for Ellie and Mac. So I made this shirt I'm wearing, and this is actually the new Memphis top. And the problems I ran across with are, I'll insert a picture here as much as it's painful. I liked the idea of the flutter sleeve on it, but it felt like it looked frumpy, and I think the reason is because the sleeve is way up here, and then the sleeve was here, and then the flutter went off of it. I think the sleeve should have been to here, and then had the flutter to make it look nice. But since it wasn't that way, I just cut it off, and then I ended up putting a band on here, and I like it so much better. So with that first picture, I also, it was too wide, so I literally took off like 1.5 inches on each side. I took it in, and then I took off about 2 inches on the bottom of the hem. I probably should have left a little bit more on the bottom of the hem because there's not really enough to fold under, but maybe I'll just do like a rolled hem. It'll be fine. So anyways, that was my Memphis top, and here is it now, the way I'm wearing it, where I had the sleeves altered, and I think it looks so much better. And then I also had made the Good Vibes joggers for the first time, and I made a little alteration on mine. I did not do the zipper pocket because I thought it's really pretty and everything, and if I was thinner and you could see the pocket, it would be a nice you know, little embellishment. But I'm a big girl, my shirt covers my belly, I'm not going to be highlighting anything there. So I thought, you know what, I'm not even going to bother putting the zipper in. And the waistband, I did it my way. I went ahead and kept the taller waistband, and it said if you want it as a high rise, then you add 2 inches or something. I kept it the same way, and what I did was I cut 2 instead of the 1, and then I sewed those together to make it, you know, like a front back, and then I put my elastic in there like I like, And I did not change my serger thread until the end. So I have some white on my serger thread. I don't care. That's totally fine. So here's the pants. I did not do, oh, that's the back. I did not do a pocket or anything because I thought I don't need a pocket. I'm trying to carry my purses, so I need to make sure I carry them, so I don't want to wear pockets. So I wore them all day yesterday, and the only problem I had was I made the cuff slightly bigger because I thought, oh, I have bigger calves than a lot of people, so I just made it slightly bigger. No, I had to end up cutting that off and then like an extra ½ inch off. So yeah, so when I did that, I'll show you what it looks like. I just ended up, you know, taking it off and then re-sewing it back on. So there's like a little weird bit on the side now, but it's fine. I don't mind at all. And then the other shirt, I left that in my room too. It is the blue animal print, and that one is the oversized tee, which I had thought about making it last year, and then I thought, oh, I don't know, I feel like it's going to look really frumpy and just really oversized and big, and I didn't really like that style last year. But I thought, you know what, why not? I'm going to try it, and I had that blue animal print, and I thought I had enough to do the front and back, but I guess because the pattern was a little bit more oversized than I thought, I didn't have enough for the back. So I just used black, and it's fine. If I should have probably changed the sleeves to black and the neckband to black. I thought, well, that's something I normally would have done. So I thought, I'll just do it, all of it the same, and then the back black, just to see how that looks, you know. Why not try something new? I already had everything cut out, and it looks fine. And I did two versions of it. I did one that was more dressy, and then one that was more casual, like, you know, you're just around the house. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed looking at all these millions of pictures, and I hope that I had time to insert all the pictures that I found to put in here, because there was a lot, so many. I think I own almost all of Ellie Mac's patterns. So, but yeah, they're still one of my top favorite pattern companies, and yeah, I almost forgot. So with the animal print, the blue animal print oversized tee, I also had made the black fairy jacket, and that was the first time I made that. So it's just like a cascading cardigan type jacket. So yeah, that, I almost forgot that. So I'm glad I was able to insert that and talk about that for a second. So anyways, I hope you'll have a very blessed day, and I will see you next month for May, April styles. You'll have a very blessed day, and I will catch you next time. Bye.